In Naperville, that's Aurora. Now we've got Morris.
Okay.
We've been in the area.
All right, 6 o'clock. We are going to call the meeting to order with the Pledge of Allegiance led by Trustee Starr. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear Lord, look down upon the members of the Plainfield Township Board as we deliberate the business of the township. Help us to make decisions that are in the best interest of our residents whom we serve. Also, a special note to keep the members of the family who lost a loved one not too far from here today on Renwick and Weber Road. A horrific accident. Keep them in our hearts and our prayers as well. Amen. Madam Clerk, roll call for quorum, please.
Ernie Knight.
Here.
Chuck Lord.
Present.
Tony Genera.
Here.
Ned Starr.
Here.
Deb Caribus.
Here.
Okay, in front of you, you have the agenda for tonight, and looking for a motion to approve the agenda. Motion by Debbie.
My husband is
By
parking.
Matt. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Carries. In front of you, you have our minutes from our meeting of January 8, 2014, as presented by our clerk. Are there any changes or modifications to those minutes as presented? Hearing none, I look for a motion to approve minutes as presented. Moved by Ernie, seconded by Chuck. All of those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next, we have our public comment section of our meeting. As a reminder, everybody here is more than welcome to speak. I would just ask that you stand, state your name and address for the record. And we do try to limit our time to approximately 3 minutes. I'm not going to stand here with a stopwatch, but if we start to run long, I may do a little cough for you. Are there any individuals who would like to make any public comments at this time?
Good evening, my name is Cheryl Crisman. I actually reside at 744 Country Squire Court in Morris, Illinois. I am here tonight representing the staff at Plainfield Park District at 23729 West Ottawa in Plainfield. I'd like to thank you for the opportunity to speak with you tonight, not as a representative of the Plainfield Township Park District Board, but on behalf of the Plainfield Park District Recreation staff regarding the programs for the seniors and older adults that are conducted in cooperation with the Plainfield Township. I'm asking that you take specific note of the success of the programs that are conducted for the senior population by Kathy Whalen on behalf of both of our organizations, the Plainfield Park District and the Plainfield Township. A recent look at our program registration shows that our senior programs are continuing to be increasingly popular, and it is only through those shared professional staff and facilities that such increases are possible and ongoing. I do think you have numbers in front of you that Kathy submitted as part of her report for tonight. My staff and I look forward to continuing our program relationship for many years to come for the benefit of the residents of both the Plainfield Township and the Plainfield Park District.
Thank you, Cheryl. Is there anyone else that would like to make any comments at this time? Hearing none, we will move on to our next item on the agenda, which is donation requests. On behalf of the Great Read Program, we have Tom Hernandez.
Actually, I'll defer to my friend Margie Benucci if she'd like to go first. Ladies
No,
first.
Tom, go ahead. Seriously.
Sure?
Yes, go
Okay.
ahead. I'm just teasing.
The good senator
A
from...
gentleman and a scholar.
Thank you very much for giving me a few minutes. I am a proud township resident living over here in Lakewood Falls for the last 18 years now, but I'm also here tonight in my capacity as the Director of Community Relations for District 202 and a member of the board for the Great Read, our community reading initiative. I'm sorry, let me just step in front of you. The Great Read started 10 years ago, 2004, as a very simple panel debate and discussion between the Plainfield School District, Plainfield Central High School specifically, and the Plainfield Public Library, and they focused on Ray Bradbury's classic Fahrenheit 451. 10 years later, this program, we have grown this program into a true community-wide initiative that encompasses Bolingbrook, Romeoville, Shorewood, Crest Hill, Joliet, Naperville, Plainfield, and all of the areas in between. That, of course, includes Plainfield Township. Until 2 years ago, we would get together in the summer and kind of get into a literary mud pit. Everybody throwing ideas out for books to try to center our program around. And by some miracle of God, we'd come up with something, and it would be a wonderful program. 2 years ago, last year, we took advantage of the very easy opportunity to focus on Abraham Lincoln, since it was the 150th anniversary of the Emancipation Proclamation and so forth. And all of a sudden, focusing on a theme rather than on a specific book opened our eyes to a million new possibilities. And so this year we're doing the same thing. This year's Great Read theme is called The World Wars, Pages in Time. 100 years ago this summer, in fact, probably right about now, preparations were being made for Germany to invade and for the beginning of World War I. And as we know, then 30 years after the end of World War I, so 20 years after the end of World War I, World War II started. And we are still feeling the impact socioeconomically, politically, geographically around the world of these two events. And so, given the 100th anniversary, it was another easy opportunity to explore what those events mean to us still today in our American society. And so we have constructed a program, I was telling Anita before, every time I turn around, I'm adding things to the list of events that are happening at all of our member libraries. I've given you a copy, I won't go through them. But you'll see a lot of the obvious ones, which are book reviews and book talk programs, but things like author meet and greets, movies. The one that I'm looking forward to in April, for those of you who are Downton Abbey fans, a chef is going to prepare a Downton Abbey-style dinner, which would have been served during World War I. So, I mean, and the range of programming is amazing that we put together here. And over the years, we have been very grateful for the support of the township. My dear friend, Cheryl Crisman, who was me at the Plainfield Public Library for many years, came to you in past years. She's retired now and is off gallivanting someplace, hopefully in someplace warmer. And so I am here in her stead to make our annual request for your support with our appreciation for what you've done for us today, and especially to Matt, who has been your liaison to the Great Read. So, can I answer any questions about the program?
Actually, it's all right if I just make a brief statement. I want to thank you very much for all the work you've done on this. I've been involved with the Great Read from the beginning as well. I remember Fahrenheit 451. I actually wrote a small stage production to accompany the whole program. I was a junior in high school, I think. But it has been a phenomenal program. It's just grown so much from that first year, and that's due in large part to people like yourself and Seal Carey. You know, I haven't been able to attend many of the meetings because of my work schedule, but certainly happy to support you guys and what you do and the additional hours that you guys put in for this beyond, you know, what you do for your day jobs is just to be commended. So thank you very much.
Well, thank you. And just again, by way of quick example, the kinds of things that you'll see, our opening event was held at Barnes & Noble about a month ago, and we had a local historian / actor who presented about an hour's worth of information about World War I. Now, I'm a history buff, and I'm telling you that he shared things that I had never heard of. It was fascinating. And to see young kids there who were there because of school or because mom and dad brought them with. And we had about 70 people crammed into that little nook area at Barnes & Noble who were just astounded by this information. The closing gala in May, for those who are like me of an age to remember this kind of thing, will feature a trio of ladies who portrayed the Andrews sisters. And so they're going to do an evening of World War II era music, and yeah, I can't wait. So that's what we're all about, and of course the hook is go read something. And there on our website are lists of dozens of books about World War I, World War II, related movies, related resources. So again, we thank you for your support, and look forward to your continued involvement. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you for coming. As is our, Jamie, Board of anybody else have any questions? As is our tradition, we will talk about this later on in the meeting. We are not offended if you decide to go home and actually see your family. And we thank you for taking the time
I've got
to be here.
two young adult daughters. They're gone, trust me.
I have a 16 and an 18-year-old. I know, they only want you and they need money. So.
Yeah, exactly.
I pretty much understand how that works, so thank you, Tom.
Thank you very much.
Next donation request, we have Margie Benucci here on behalf of the YMCA and their annual giving gala.
Yes, thank you very much for having me. One of the things I do in the community is I'm on the advisory board for the Avery YMCA. And for the last 7 years, this is our 7th year, we put together the YMCA Giving Gala, which is, as you know, contributed in the past, a beautiful black tie affair that raises funds for what the Y calls scholarships. Now, scholarships really, truly is money that's set aside for families in need who cannot afford to pay. The YMCA does not turn away anyone who can't afford to pay. And we have helped many, many needy people in the community. You don't realize in Plainfield how many truly poor people or people that fall on hard times for either medical issues or otherwise. One of the most recent stories is a woman who had a 5-year-old, was divorced, came back to the country, our country here, she was in Europe, and was living in her car. And the only bright moment in her day was at the YMCA. They could take showers. Her daughter could participate in programs that some kind of a normal lifestyle. These are real stories, and this is what the need is. So every year we try to top what we've earned before, and that money goes right back to that cause. So as I've asked before, and I ask again, I really appreciate the township considering that you're helping local citizens. These are citizens right here in Plainfield Township. If the money's not needing to go somewhere else, it is used here, and we really have this need. So if there's any questions I can answer about the gala, I'd be happy to. It's on the 22nd, as many of you may know, February 22nd. And we're just hoping to keep growing as we have every year, and we get great success. So, any questions?
I know I'm certainly familiar with the work that the Y does here, and watching it from when it grew from its original building and the expansion, and just the fact that every time I drive by, that parking lot looks full. And I listen to my wife talk about how she wishes they had more classes because sometimes they're elbow to elbow in them.
They are expanding. They are working on a land expansion deal, and they will be expanding the building and programs.
Excellent. Does anybody else have any questions for Margie? We will discuss it later, and again, we would not be offended if you left to actually go see
I
Margie.
wants to. I'm staying.
Margie, did have a question. If you get this in now, can we still include whatever a donation would include an ad in the book?
Yes, if I know about it, if you decide tonight, then I could just tell me what you want me at, and it's getting printed on Friday. And
Right.
That's the drop dead. I can't do anything else date.
Right.
I'm pushing the envelope all week because people demand it. So if I know tonight, then yes. I think that would be a nice thing, so I think it showcases the benefit of the board.
Thank you. Next on the agenda, under, since neither of them are leaving, we can go ahead and why don't we just discuss the two donation requests. Over the last years, historically, we have given the Great Reed a donation of $250. Under our guidelines, that is kind of where they fall in at. We can clearly give them more, we can give them less, we can give them nothing. I would be open to any motion at this time.
I'm an avid reader. I love reading. I think it's a great program, so I'm going to make the motion to fulfill the request for the amount of $250.
Second.
So motion to approve a donation request from Gregory of $250 made by Chuck Willard, seconded by Matthew Starr. Roll call, please.
Chuck Willard?
Yes.
Matthew Starr?
Yes.
Ernie Knight?
Yes.
Deb Carlitis?
Yes.
Tony Perkins?
Yes, motion carries. Next, we have the donation request from the YMCA. In the past years, we've given them $500. Historically, every year for the past lots of years.
Many years.
$500 as to where our philosophy around giving, that's where it falls in as a local civic organization. Again, we are open to give them different amounts, but for the sake of continuity, my recommendation would be $500. Are there any motions?
Motion.
To give them?
500.
So motion by Deb Carlitis to donate $500 to the YMCA Giving Gala. Second. Second. Second by Matt Starr. Roll call, please.
Chuck Fuller?
Yes.
Matthew Stott?
Yes.
Ernie Knight?
Yes.
Deb Collitis? Tony Clement?
Yes, carries. Next on the agenda, old business and quick update on the Plainfield Street site. We are still awaiting final permit approval. Andy and myself were out there with the folks from Hingley Bender and the gentleman from Tower Construction, along with some members of the village. They had requested clarification on some items on the plan. Asked for some additional things to be included, mostly on the side that we are not finishing. It was really more or less some cleanup stuff, and a lot of it is, I think, clarification is part of that is already wrapped into the project, but not specifically spelled out. So now we're going to spell it out for them, so that way we can then get approval and move forward with that. I think I had forwarded that information, emails from the vendor as well to everybody. Does anybody have any questions? Nope. Okay, moving forward to new business, we have one item on the agenda tonight, and that would be our resolution 14-01. I know as a board we have all individually been approached by some of our constituents and residents with some concerns about the Plainfield Park District Board. I know that as Cheryl from the Park District pointed out, we have had an excellent partnership with the Plainfield Park District for many years. Kathy Whalen, who is in charge of our senior programs in cooperation with the Park District, does a phenomenal job. I don't think I could say enough good things about Kathy Whalen and could go on for a long time. I know that our seniors feel the same way. Any times that I have been at the picnic, the senior luncheon, stopping here at the township and there are seniors here, they make a point of telling me what a great job Kathy does. And it is that great job that Kathy does and the services that we provide to the seniors that I think is driving the decision to look to pass a resolution of no confidence in the current Plainfield Park District Board. I know that it is my opinion that we have some concerns as to the direction, and we want to make certain that that partnership continues in a healthy manner. So that is the impetus behind the resolution, is, again, to make certain that our seniors and that their programming does not change for the worse. And Trustee, I don't know if you have any comments around that resolution that you would like to just share? Trustee Willard?
The Park District employees, we couldn't be happier with. They've done an outstanding job. They're to be applauded with what they've had to work with and the conditions they've had to work with. Our hats are off to them. The senior program, we couldn't be prouder of being part of that work and to see it grow and expand, and the services and the seniors, the wonderful things that it's done. This is no reflection on them, the employees, and the staff there at all. There is concern from all of us who've all been approached as far as the direction. We're kind of concerned too, because we're a partner. So please, take this for where it's going, where it's from, and where it's supposed to go.
Cheryl, I'd just like to say thank you very much for being here tonight and saying what you said. I'm very pleased, as Chuck said, with you and Kathy and the entire staff. I've been on the board almost 5 years now. We've had nothing but a great working relationship with you guys. And Tony's right, everybody you ask says Kathy just does a phenomenal job, and we couldn't be happier. And we're looking as a board to try and move forward and expand things and do things differently. And again, this resolution is in no way a reflection on you, Kathy, or any of the staff. We have the utmost confidence in you guys.
I would like to say something. The partnership that we've had with the Park District in past years has been
terrific, and the support that we've had working with the Park District has been wonderful. Many great people and a lot of great projects done. Our concern is that we have a problem continuing or expanding those programs because of the direction that the board has gone. And that is not a reflection of any Park District employee, it's a reflection of part of the current Park District board. And that's what we're trying to address. Speaking for myself, I have a problem as a trustee associating our organization with an organization that is openly hostile to the First Amendment rights of citizens, openly hostile to requests for freedom of information, trying to retaliate against citizens by posting names and addresses of those who make Freedom of Information Act requests, the ethical breaches that have been occurring not infrequently since the new board came into place, the lack of communication, the real hostility toward any kind of feedback from residents. That's a concern, and associating our organization with one that clearly is hostile to our own customers, our own constituents, and can't keep their own house in order. I certainly have a problem with that. We're not going to be pulled into a situation where we have the mess of the Park District flowing over on us. And that's our concern, because in the past, it's been a wonderful relationship. The Park District has been a terrific, terrific partner, and we do not want to lose that. And that is exactly why we're doing this.
Well said. Thank you. Anyone else? All right, so I'll read the resolution aloud. So this is Resolution 14-01, a resolution of no confidence in the Plainfield Park District Board. Whereas Plainfield Township partners with the Plainfield Park District to offer senior programming. Whereas the Plainfield Township Board is concerned about the actions of the Plainfield Park District Board over the past 9 months. Whereas the Plainfield Township Board is concerned about the continuity and quality of joint programming for the senior citizens that are jointly served by the Township and the Park District. Now therefore be it resolved as follows. Number 1, the Plainfield Township Board has no confidence in the current Plainfield Park District Board and is concerned about the lack of communication and trust between the board members. Number 2, Plainfield Township Board has concerns over the inability of the Park District Board to operate in a constructive manner. Number 3, Plainfield Park District Board has concerns that members of the Plainfield Park District Board are pursuing individual agendas. Number 4, the Plainfield Township Board urges the members to work together in a constructive, selfless, and transparent manner. And number 5, the Plainfield Township Board urges members to consider why they chose to serve, and if they are unable or unwilling to work for the good of the Park District, they should consider taking leave of the office to which they were elected and allow others to do so. This resolution shall be effective from and after the date of its adoption. So that would be our resolution. Are there any motions with respect to that resolution?
Move to adopt Resolution 14-01.
Is there a second? Second, so motion to adopt Resolution 14-01 by Trustee Starr, seconded by Trustee Knight. Roll call, please.
Ernie Knight?
Yes.
Chuck Willard?
Yes.
Deb Kalaitis?
Yes.
Matt Starr?
Emphatically yes.
Yes. All right, resolution is passed. Next on the agenda, committee reports, Disability Committee, Mr. Trustee Knight.
Sunday is the bowling event. It'll be at Pioneer Lanes from 10 to 12. So if anybody can stop by. And our expo, our annual expo, will be at Plainfield Central. I'm sorry, Plainfield High School.
Well done. Well done.
On April 26th, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., the vendors will be arriving anytime after 5 in the morning to set up. And all of that info should be out on Facebook and on the website. And we're in the process of arranging for the vendors that are going to be coming in on the 26th of April.
Excellent, very good. Also want to make sure that too that we, with respect to the expo, that we take a moment to thank the Plainfield School Board for waiving the fees as one taxing body to another. It starts to seem a little bit of right pocket, left pocket to charge one taxing body by another. So we would like to thank them for not charging the Township Disability Committee for use of the Plainfield High School Central Campus facility.
I'm confused. Where's the expo going to be?
Thank you, Ernie. Next item, the Emergency Management Committee.
Yes, we had a committee meeting, and we are rapidly putting the groundwork together and framing up some nice programs that we're going to have ready. Hopefully, we have another committee meeting coming up in 2 weeks, and we're looking to have some stuff done by then to be able to present to the board at the next meeting, and we're also looking possibly for some training for the board in March. So things are moving forward rapidly. Excellent.
Very good. Any questions for Trustee Wood? Youth Committee, Trustee Starr.
Okay, couple of things. We are rapidly approaching our scholarship deadline of March 1st. Do want to give a shout out to the CAPE organization of the school district. They invited me to come and speak on Friday about our scholarships. So I not only did a plug for ours, I threw in the TOI scholarship and also the ACOI scholarships that are being offered, and it sort of turned into this discussion on obscure or unknown organizations that have money sitting around that no one applies for. So people were kind of shocked there was all this scholarship money untouched. Also did hear back from counselors at the high schools as to when their seniors awards or honors nights are. Typically what we've done the past 2 years, we've offered this scholarship is depending on what schools the winners are selected from. A board member or two will go to those respective honors nights and present the scholarship and a certificate to the student because their family's there, makes for a good photo op for them, so we try to give it a little bit of presentation to it. So we're hoping for several applications. That would be great. We'd like to increase what we got last year. Also want to note that since Trustee Kamick is no longer on the board, Assessor Kleitsch has volunteered to join up on the scholarship committee with myself and Supervisor from Merrick, so we're happy to have her on. Lastly, I'm in contact with Plainfield High School about their parent-teacher conference dates for this November so that we can get our 6th annual College and Financial Aid Expo scheduled and on the books, and we're very excited about that as well.
Which Plainfield High School was that? I'm sorry.